Poro is the wife of a hunter. Godoro is also the wife of a hunter. The earth that was hot last night will surely turn cold in the morning. That even if death is making the fire of war, even if disease is burning the fire of trouble, surely it will be water that will extinguish them all. We call on the Almighty Creator through the agency of water that was here before the words of creation were spoken. We ask that this water today will extinguish the fire of limited thinking. We ask that this water would extinguish the fire of self-doubt. We ask that this water would extinguish phobias. We ask that this water would bring the blessing of freedom, the blessing of a liberated soul, the blessing of the consciousness of abundance of joy that is there for us. We pay homage today. Ashe. 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 Today, the seminar is called Ashe. Turn up your life. First, we're going to start with a definition of what Ashe is. We may have heard, in church, in gatherings, but what does the word Ashe really mean? Ashe is a Yoruba Afan concept that signifies power and the power to make things happen. It is the power to make things change. Our ancestors taught that this power emanates from the Creator, and it is the underlying fabric that we find from everything from the deities, from the ancestors, from the rocks, from human beings, from the two-legged to the four-legged to the eight-legged to the winged, everything that exists that we can see and that we cannot see, from the microorganisms to the things that are in other dimensions, they all have an underlying fabric, and that is called Ashe. And that is the power of being. By the fact that they exist, they have Ashe, and that emanates from the Creator. Ashe, the power to make things happen. Ashe, turn up your life. All energy can be in one or two states. One is potential energy. The first state is potential energy. The second is kinetic energy. Now, potential energy can be viewed as motion waiting to happen. For instance, you have a lawnmower that's full of gas. It's potential energy, but you got to get out there and actually do something. You have a car that is sitting on the top of a hill or a skateboard, but it hasn't fallen. That is potential energy. You have a mousetrap that has been pulled back and the spring has been stretched and it's cocked. But until the mouse goes by and slams, it's just potential energy. So that is potential energy. In our community, there are so many of us, and our children, our family, we walk around with a lot of potential energy. People, when they talk about abundance, when they talk about our community, they talk about the potential of the African American. Potential energy. The next type of energy is called kinetic energy, and that's energy in motion. That is energy actually doing something. Ashe is actually the power to make things happen and actually to make things happen. If you have a light bulb, it can have thousands of watts of electricity, but unless you flip that switch, is just potential energy. Today we're going to talk about how do we turn on and ignite the fire, the ASHE that is within us potentially to create abundance for ourselves personally and for our community. ASHE.
Yeah, ASHE. Yeah. Guy in the mirror staring at me. My heart pounding to the beat. Got one life, live it to the peak. Turn over new leaf. Only you got that power. You got that power. Only you got that power. You got that power.